This has been a summer of frightening animals in Rhode Island. A piranha in Coventry, an alligator in Lincoln, and now an unknown scary creature in Portsmouth. Whatever it was so big and so scary, a Fall River couple thought they were going to die. It's a story you'll see only here on Eyewitness News. The couple spoke exclusively with our Sean Daly. Sean joins us now with their amazing ordeal.
We haven't heard of anything quite like this around here before. Imagine swimming mindlessly in the late afternoon sun when all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a huge, horrifying creature, roughly 15 feet long, rocks your world. Tuesday afternoon here at Teddy's Beach in Portsmouth. What happened gives new meaning to this danger sign. It's still hard for her, isn't it?
Yeah, she went to a counselor to talk to a counselor this morning, right? So.
It was low tide, and Rachel Carney was out beyond the danger sign, floating on her back, relaxing, when big trouble struck.
I turned around, I heard a hissing sound, so I stopped, I looked beside me, and all I seen was a face come up with these big teeth, and I just remember the face being like shaped like a basketball, and the face went in, like kind of sucked in, and then went like squared off. Then it had all white, and it kept swimming around me. It rubbed up against my leg, so I just stopped, and I pretended like I wasn't moving. That's when it rubbed up, went down, and kept going around me.
It rubbed up against your leg?
Up against my leg.
It touched you?
It touched me. That's how I knew it was scary.
Scary?
With scales, because I felt the scales, and plus I seen the face. So I started swimming away. I yelled, "Danny, help me, something's chasing me."
Rachel Carney's fiancé, Dennis Vasconcelos, had been fishing with a buddy on these rocks. He raced into the water.
It's going to get her. I grabbed her by the ass, or rear end, and I grabbed her like that, and I whipped her in. We're over her head. I whipped her in. I says, Rachel, just swim. Don't turn around no matter what you hear, right? Now I stood there, and the thing's going like around me and stuff, right? And I could see how big it is and stuff. Gigantic, okay? It has scales on it and stuff. But now all of a sudden, immediately away, big head comes out. I've never seen nothing like this before in my life. It's like a basketball, like this big, okay? It comes up and it's got these fangs, like my fingers, right? The first, this many in the bottom, about 2 or 3 at the top, with layers inside, okay? And it's like blackish on the top a little bit. It's got a couple of scales.
Everything I touch, I enjoy.
Welcome to episode 9. I apologize for the brief delay and the technical difficulties. We do work hard for your love over here. Tonight, joining us is motherfucking Hand of Food. Everybody, welcome Hand of Food to the show.
Hello. Hello.
Yo, guys, what's happening?
What's up?
We're feeling great.
Feeling good.
Streaming is real imperfect technology.
Working on it. So, fucking good to have you. Let me move over. It looks like I'm crowding Eric.
It's all good.
Oh,
So tonight we're gonna fucking try something new, and we're gonna try a new innovation. I had a question for you guys, but I can't remember it. I'm also flustered from this technical fuck quackery. Anyway, we're gonna be doing video questions from our viewers. And we've got a bunch lined up tonight. I had some thoughts I wanted to share, but they're just not going to get shared, I'm afraid. But maybe I'll get my bearings in a couple minutes and we can start over. In any case, we're just going to go straight to the first question. How do you guys feel about that?
great.
All right.
I'm
Cool.
excited to see.
Oof.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Oh, yes.
Hi, Hand of Food. Hi, Jeremy. Just calling. I'm curious as to how you get yourselves ready for the creative process, if you have some sort of ritual or I'm just curious about, how you get ready to be creative.
Yeah.
Great question.
Oh, boy.
So Dave, why don't we start with you if you want to answer?
Sure. I'd say food is a big part of it. I'd say that anytime that the three of us have gotten together to do anything for this project, there has always been eating involved, generally beforehand or afterwards as a reward. But I would say eating would be first and foremost for getting the creative juices flowing.
Dylan, how about you? What do you got for us?
I would say that we kind of work hard to be always ready, and we're just constantly in the zone. We don't record a lot, but when we do, it works out perfectly because we just kind of never leave the process.
Eric, what kind of rituals do you enact in order to get yourself into the mental framework necessary to be creative with your buds?
Lots of drugs and alcohol.
Copy that. Okay, question number 2 is coming all the way from the western side of the country.
Ooh.
Are you ready to travel to a western destination? I know you guys
Out
are.
west.
Pretty far. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I got a question for you boys. Who's got the best Rhode Island pie in Providence or the surrounding area?
Oh, yeah. Eric, what do you think?
Wow.
Eric.
The best pie, I think, is definitely Hartley's meat pies, right? Dylan? I mean, Dave, you're with me on that?
I'm actually
that
not
place
that
in
well
Lincoln?
versed in pie.
I think Al's referring to a pizza pie.
Yeah, I think she's
Oh, a
pizza pie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they mostly suck.
Julio's Hamburg pizza, hands down.
That's a Worcester thing.
Well, so
Tommy.
rendition.
Yeah. Not Casertas.
I've been pretty
Fuck
disappointed.
Casertas.
Why
No,
fuck Casertas?
Yeah, why?
Yeah,
I think
why?
they're pretty. They're one of the better
I haven't been there
places.
a lot, but maybe fuck
Yeah, they're
Casertas.
fine.
Tommy's has been
kinda what
really
happened.
bumming me out.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's been like kind of shitty, like too greasy, always way thinner than they used to make it. And yeah, I don't think pizza in Rhode Island is reliable whatsoever.
On the other hand,
Yeah,
if you want to talk
something
about
touch you and then they break your heart.
Yeah, but strip style pizza we've got on lock. If you want the best bakery pizza strips in town, you go to either Calvito's.
Nobody
you can go
wants
to the Calvito's.
Dave is right.
Calvito's has locations in Wakefield and 2 in Cranston. 2 different locations in Cranston, both on Park Ave, or Palmieri's in Johnston. I would very, very good. They put a lot of garlic, like big chunks of garlic in there.
Yeah, and going from the western part of the country, we're going to just go directly to the south central part of the country. And I'm sure a lot of you guys, a lot of our viewers out there are aware of the current conditions, the weather conditions in Texas. People who aren't acclimated to dealing with the cold like us up in here in New England, they might be reaching out to us for our expertise, and let's see if that's the case.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Mr. Hand of Food Man. Do you have any winter tips to share with us?
Can I start?
Yes, yeah. You may.
Into it.
Don't taste the rock salt. You know, the salt that you're supposed to put on the sidewalk and shit. Don't put it in your mouth. Just don't ask why I know that. Just don't try it.
Dave?
I concur on that one.
If your car starts to skid into it.
Oh yeah, that's important. Also,
What is?
bury your utility wires and your pipes much lower in the ground.
Next time,
Infrastructure wise. Yeah, I'd say if you as an individual have much say in the Texan power in infrastructure, I would say you should
vote for that.
You should speak up.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Rick is pretty high up there.
I'm gonna plug a cold shower.
Cold
or
shower.
Or just have a hot shower, but then just blast yourself with some cold at the end of it, and you're not relying on artificial heat too much.
What? Really?
Yep. True. Oh, look, I'm so
Winter
small.
Man, you ever heard of it?
I'm small down here, but I say tuck your t-shirt in to your pants. It's kind of a deep cut.
Yeah.
And you don't have to rely on any state infrastructure. But yeah, if you want to maintain your body heat in a more effective manner, go ahead and tuck your t-shirt directly into your pants at all time.
A sick move is to tuck it right into your underwear too.
Yeah, it's an innovation. I should try. So we're gonna leave America.
Also, pants into your socks.
Let's
say again, Dave. I'm sorry.
Pants into your socks. I've been seeing more of that move, and I don't do it myself, but I support it. I think that's a great move if you can pull it off.
Word. So just go ahead and tuck everybody in. So we're going to leave America altogether, and we're going to go straight to Europe. Let's see what Europe has to say.
What's up, Hand of Food? It's me, Lizzie. I want to know how you guys stay so relaxed.
Good fucking question.
I just don't give a fuck. How do you like that?
Copy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stakes are no stakes.
Dave, how do you stay so chill?
I drink a lot of water. It keeps me loose. It keeps me flushed. Not like in the cheeks or whatever, but like the system, you know, like you want it pretty clear at the end of the line, if you can. That's how you know you're drinking enough.
It's because we listen to Hand of Food all the fucking time. We're chilled out as hell.
Yeah, we use our own product quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Jimmy Buffett, he's like living the margarita life all the time. People that listen to him, like, it's like their salve.
I'm gonna second, yeah, cheeseburger in paradise. We're coming back to America now, and we're gonna just go directly to the western part of somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where. Let me make sure all the video. Oh yeah, okay, so yeah, check this out. We got a question from the Noise Nomad.
Ooh. Nice.
Some old school shit right there.
Wow.
The guy.
Very tight.
Were you able to read the text? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and if you want to respond. Maybe you want to ring some chimes.
There we go. Here's our crime. No, I didn't bring anything. We've been wanting to explore underwater. Those themes. I don't want to give a spoiler or anything, but in 6 months we'll have some underwater content.
I think 2022 is going to be a big year for Ilbient. For those who remember that short-lived movement.
Again,
I think
huh?
there's going to be a lot of Ilbient vibes.
It's never come back.
Yeah, but 2022, it's going to be back in a big way, and I suspect we're going to be really leading the pack.
It'd be cool if there was one thing that never came back, and if Ilbient has to be it, I'm okay with it.
We'll have to talk about this off the air.
Yeah, that's another discussion. Yeah, 6 months maybe I won't be listening to Ilbient.
I was kind of thinking in like 6 months, if we can, it'd be sick to just go up to Vermont and get a bunch of like maple creamies and just maybe like bring one down to for the Nomad himself. See if we can get one too in enough time.
I think he could definitely use one. Folks, I want to remind you, we have a contest tonight. If you could just send us your worst vacation destination. You don't need to necessarily elaborate and include your story, but just a bite-sized chunk of your estimation of the worst or your worst vacation destination. The winner, of course, is getting a pineapple sent to them to their home via the U.S. Post. So if you want to call or text or jump in the Twitch chat with your worst, and then I think Dylan's going to make a Google Doc of all the entries, and then I don't know how it's going to get decided, but probably by popular vote, I imagine. So the next question we have from a viewer, I'm going to put a content warning on because it's like so fucking cute. It might be like a completely overwhelming experience for everybody, and you might just jump out the window. So lock your windows and get ready for this incredibly cute question.
Hey everyone, Josh and Virgil here. Hope everyone's doing well and staying safe. We had a question for the members of Hand of Food. We were wondering, what does an ideal day of eating look like? And since we know Dave loves snacks, throw in some snacks too. All right, take care. Can you say bye, Hand of Food?
Bye, food, Tim. Tomorrow.
Holy shit.
Tomorrow.
Ooh. See you tomorrow, Hand of Food.
Damn.
Whoa!
That was egregious.
Wow. I remember that kid when he was literally just like a picture of an embryo.
Yeah. Gonna be a lot of weird noise, dude. Man, I remember the first Instagram post.
Good Lord.
Does anybody remember the question? Should I play that again?
Ideal day of eating.
I have an immediate answer that we can all get down with, I think.
Oh,
Just to
yeah.
throw it out there. I won't describe the whole thing. The time that we were in Philly, that day in Philly.
Oh yeah. Let's tell the chat about
story,
that.
Yeah.
That was a pretty perfect day of eating.
Tell the whole thing, Dave.
So okay, so it was the three of us. Oh God, it was the three of us. Renan Schofield, now of London, England, and
Mark
Johnson, and that was it. I think that was the group. There were five of us, and I believe so. I think it was we had a day to kill in Philly, and we had a show in Brooklyn that night at like midnight. So we just had all day to kill. Where did we start?
We got breakfast at pho. We got pho for breakfast.
75?
Yeah.
Yes.
Immediately went for donuts. But like also at 3 a.m, we had gotten cheesesteaks. And we couldn't figure out which one was the small, the 2-pounder or the 2-footer. Like they don't mark it on the menu.
Yeah.
And apparently the 2-footer is the small. And so we all woke up with like
I think I got
like a half-eaten foot of sandwich to begin with. I would count that as first breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh, and pretzels. We got pretzels from the pretzel factory.
That was very late night. That was also at
But
like
we
2
also-
or 3 in the morning, I think.
After pho, we went and got like bootleg cronuts from someplace, right?
Yeah. They were really good though.
No, they were sick. I remember just scarfing that shit down. And then after that, we went to John's Roast Pork, I think. Is that true?
Yes. And we all we all shared like 2 sandwiches between us or something. That was like a palate cleanser of just like a pork and broccoli rabe sandwich. Just, a quick pork sandwich. And then we went and got sandwiches at from Paisanos, right?
Yes.
I had to get on a train.
Yeah, Dylan took off by then, I think. But we did go to Paisanos as well.
I had a different show to play in between this midnight show.
But yeah, that was
So basically
the day where we were eating all day.
Yeah,
we
definitely
eat as much food as possible.
Yeah.
Lots of sandwiches.
And I tell you, it was all good.
Well, yeah. Let's go hang out in Philly or eat food.
I am dying. I love Philly so much. Big love to Philly out there, Philly friends. I'm sorry I did that.
Big love. Peace and love. So we're going from DC, speaking about food, to Detroit, Michigan, and we're going to check in with Dr. Sushi. He's going to ask you guys a question. If you guys are ever in Detroit and you want some sushi, hook it up with Dr. Sushi. You'll be glad you did. Here comes Dr. Sushi with a question.
Hello, Hand of Food Band and Jeremy. Thanks for having me on the show. I had a question for the band. It says here on the Bandcamp website that despite coming from noise rock and damaged electronic backgrounds, the band sits in an odd nether region somewhere between a brutalized ambience or conceptual exotica, while at times dipping a toe into the self-help section. The record plays like the warped audio brochure for a struggling resort town, luring you in with motivational rhetoric and a transparent facade of tranquility. Although your instincts tell you something is off and the regional jokes are all lost on you, an all-inclusive vacation deal this good hasn't landed in your inbox in a while, so you go ahead and book the trip anyways. I guess my question is, given that, this is kind of what you guys are doing with music, and there seems to be like a very I guess you'd call it like a kind of like you're closely adhering to a conceptual image of sorts, and you're gonna roll with that as somewhat of a framework for kind of the sounds you're creating and how you're gonna go about composing and stuff like that. My question for the band is where do you get your ideas?
Ooh.
That's another tough question.
Where do you get your ideas, guys?
I feel like that's actually pretty straightforward if I could speak for all of us. But I think all of our best ideas actually come from like the last couple pages of the Providence Phoenix. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but that's where all my ideas come from.
Yeah.
Yeah. The ideas are more.
Section in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a really stupid publication that doesn't exist anymore.
It's more that the ideas are stuck to us and will never leave. And so we need to find a way to do something with them.
Mm.
And you're a local everywhere.
So that concludes our video guest questions. We do have a question from a viewer via text, and it is going back to the ever popular theme of pizza. Can they speak to their own pizza making secrets? And if not, simply your preferences.
I just want to. Mr. Eric is an artist. In that regard, I would just like to start off with he is going to deny it, but this kid can make a fucking pizza. So I defer to him. I defer to them too, but not me.
Eric, do you deny this?
No, but if anybody wants my dough recipe, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, have a really hot oven. If you can manage it.
Well, yeah. Again, I kind of forget what the question was already, but yeah, pizza making, pizza secrets. I think again, if you ever find yourself in Providence, Rhode Island, if you're not from here, or if you are from here and you haven't given this a shot yet, you should definitely take a trip down to Vasilio's and get a Hamburg pizza and just Take a big old bite of that. That'll inspire you. Whatever.
Dylan, did you want to chime in?
No, just if you could manage to get your oven, like ideally as hot as the sun, do it.
We got a question. We got a question from the chat. Perennial favorite Corky would like to know when, or no, just will you be Corky's friend?
Oh yeah.
As long as Mr. Feet comes along.
Mr. Feed is also involved in the query.
I think I'm going to hang back and let Dave and Dylan be Corky's friend. No disrespect to Corky.
That's fair.
Eric's got enough friends.
Yeah, Eric, he's a butterfly.
I'm not here to make friends with Corky.
No.
Phones are live. 401-256-1454.
We have. Yeah, I see we got an entry for worst vacation destination, Lebanon, Kansas. It's pretty bad.
Wait,
who's that?
Sorry, do we have any other entries?
Tom.
Yeah, from
that was Tom.
Tomothy.
Yeah. The center of the country?
Lebanon.
The Contagious Center of Contagious United States.
Contiguous?
Contiguous.
Continuous United
Okay,
States.
so the middle of America, the perfect middle of America is worst. I would argue maybe it's not quite the middle.
Is that it? Did anybody else say?
Yeah, I don't know if anyone else has jumped in on this game.
Someone just did. Sibel did. Sibel just jumped in.
Mississippi.
What did Sibel say?
Oh shit.
Sibel said, worst vacation might be the place in Mississippi where Ren sold our tour van for a night in a hotel after we broke down, and then we had to pay for the next night in the hotel. Accidental vacation. There was a pool, and I did not swim. Jeremy was there, sort of, but none of us were totally there, so I've blocked the town out of my mind, and even the state. I didn't even remember that happening in Mississippi. But yeah, that was one of those formative moments. Folks, if you ever wanted to rock and roll on the road, just make sure you know a little bit about how to take care of your vehicle. It will prove useful in times of crisis.
Yeah, it will break down.
So we got
It's a long way to the top.
the middle continuous U.S.
Got the absolute middle of the U.S. and somewhere Mississippi, which, not a great place to wake up. I only go to specific Mississippi. I would say vague Mississippi in the running. If we're already rating.
Somebody's getting a pineapple in the mail.
Yeah,
I could walk it over to Sibel's house.
All right, we got one more 2-day Greyhound where I only ate French fries and had dying cassette tape batteries, so my only tape I had played Slow Down for 2 days. Wasn't that bad though, maybe. I don't know who that is. TR774344.
Oh, Corky's got one. Deptford
Wait,
New Jersey, my home, to get skateboarder shoes for my boyfriend Denton. That's her bad vacation.
That's pretty bad. Yeah. That's
I don't
in the
understand.
running.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't understand what that means. 2 days in a Greyhound bus station sounds pretty fucked up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think
Is that
like
a
no matter
vacation,
where.
though, or is it an accident? I feel like the idea of what a
You think
vacation
that's
is
you?
being kind of.
Have you never taken an accidental vacation, Dave?
Or are we only talking about accidental vacations here? I had a wonderful.
All right,
accidental vacation
I'm reining this in. I'm reining this in to fucking remind everybody. This isn't about a bad vacation. This is about destinations. Let's like keep the anecdotal evidence of why they're bad out of the
Hey, Joe,
judge's
just listen to
eyes.
Branson. That's dead bottom in the list. I'd love to go to Branson. But
Destinations.
maybe no.
Let's keep it destiny, folks.
There's
Branson,
no
Missouri.
Yakov Smirnoff show in Vague, Mississippi, so that's still number one for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Nathan says the worst part about Branson is the food. It seems like it's
Reba
heating up
coming
in
in
the chat.
Branson defense.
I'm gonna put some live audio behind you guys.
Yeah, Reba and I tried to have a tour. It was just Branson and Reno, but
Sick.
That
Well,
sounds like a goddamn dream.
let's go ahead and drop the hammer on this segment. What do you guys think?
yeah,
Who wins here, folks? Why don't you go ahead and decide?
Big Mississippi for sure.
Yeah. Please send us your address.
Sibel.
I think that Greyhound thing's fucked up, like really bad. But I mean, two against one, so.
Yeah, well, that's why democracy works.
Yeah, or does it?
No.
It clearly does.
Well, sick. All right, we're gonna wrap things up. We're gonna wrap things up tonight with Hand of Food by playing a video that they graciously created and provided for us. So stay tuned for that. Everybody, wave goodbye to your buds, and hopefully we'll be seeing them again soon at some segment coming up. There's only 6 more episodes of this show scheduled. Wow. So we're on the end boundary. All right, let's cue up this video. All right, fellas, so long.
Sail away on the Black Island Ferry, take a trip back to carefree times. Leave today, Black Island awaits you. Just leave your troubles behind.
Come sail away with us to the beauty of Black Island. Board one of our high-speed or traditional ferries in Newport or Point Judith, and then step off the boat to one of the most beautiful spots in all New England. Shop the many gift boutiques in Old Harbor, dine at one of our Victorian-era hotels, and then hop on the Black Island bus to tour the island's many natural and historical sites. Enjoy the sand and surf at our magnificent beaches, or just sit back and relax in the sun.
Sail away on the Black Island Ferry.
For information on group tours, go to blockislandferry.com. Or call us at 866-783-7996.
Originating in Fall River, Massachusetts, in the 1930s or 1940s, the Chowmine sandwich is a hot sandwich, which typically consists of a brown gravy-based Chowmine mixture placed between halves of a hamburger-style bun, popular on Chinese-American restaurant menus throughout southeastern Massachusetts and parts of neighboring Rhode Island. This sandwich is not well known outside of this relatively small area of New England. This sandwich was created to provide a low-cost meal in an economically depressed region inhabited by recent immigrants from Europe and Canada while providing it in a form with which they were already familiar. Even the gravy has been modified to be very similar to that used in typical New England cooking. These sandwiches are sometimes served outside of Chinese-American restaurants by the food services in local area schools and senior citizen centers. Celebrity chef and Fall River native Emeril Lagasse has also publicized this sandwich, along with food writers Jane and Michael Stern. The sandwiches are served strained or unstrained, referring to whether or not the sandwich has vegetables. Strained means that it is served without vegetables. Just like plated Chowmine without the bun, the sandwich may also include meats or seafood, usually chicken, beef, or shrimp. The Untitled Chapter Noodle Company of Fall River is the regional source for the sandwich's distinctive crispy noodles. These sandwiches can be found in the cities of Fall River, New Bedford, and Taunton in Massachusetts, and in the cities of Woonsocket, Pawtucket, and Tiverton in Rhode Island. Although the sandwich is unknown in nearby Boston, it was on the menu at the more distant Coney Island location of Nathan S. Famous in Brooklyn, New York as recently as 2013.
Folks, I want you to welcome Chowser to the fucking show. What's up, man? How are you? Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yeah, what's up?
Fuck yeah, sick. All right, you're gonna play some tunes for us, man?
All right.
Sick.
Sure, sounds lovely.
Where are you at?
I'm in my mom's basement.
Sick, man.
Pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Out here in Nebraska.
Yo, if you all out there watching,
I just found her.
Oh hell yeah! If y'all who are watching want to ask her,
cool. I'm adjusting my ringtone.
Chat with the homie. Of course, you can call us at 401-256-1454 or text, or if you're so inclined, then just chat in the Twitch chat.
Yeah, baby.
And let the man know. No, you're good to go. Let the man know what's on your mind. No, we got you loud and clear, Chow.
Okay, I got you now.
Sick. All right, man, you want to take it?
Not confusing. Sure.
Sweet.
I'll take her away. I'm going to do a little instrumental one by my friend Evan Miller. Called Fahey Spell. I don't know, it might be by Fahey, but he used to play it. You
Yeah,
fell
doing
down.
good. Doing good.
You good? You didn't hit your head or nothing?
No, but we're good.
All right, cool. Well, that's good timing 'cause that song was about over.
Nice.
I got a short leash here. Yes, sir. But here's another little diddly, a little song I wrote up in Maine with Clay Camaro and a friend of mine named Mike Evnan. It's a little scarier. I just had some brisket. The owls around for emotional blood. The moss stuffs blessings to the flower buds. I am a flower riding on the flood, carrying the heads of the ones I've loved. The light shines out, then it's dead. The trees stand naked, wearing worms and web. This darkness is bottomless and has no name. One flash of my eyes sets your world aflame. I bled to death, but my heart still beats. I'm a hollow wind blowing through a hung up sheet. The owl said flight, the wind is sour, and I don't think that message gonna make it to that flower.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yes, sir.
You're getting a lot of love in the chat room, man. You're getting a lot of love from the chat
Oh, really?
room.
I can't hear it.
People
I
are
can't hear the
digging.
chats.
People are digging the shirt and the vibes.
Oh,
very,
thanks.
very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got them under your thumb, bro. You got them under your spell. You got any
Sebastian
dispatch?
Icon over here.
You got any stories for us from your time in Maine that you wanted to share, or what's up with that, man?
No.
No. Okay.
No, not much really going on. Nothing really to report. You know, it's pretty mundane time.
Yeah.
No,
Chilling.
man. There's a reason Stephen King's from there. That place is crazy. It's great. I love it. I had to get out of there though to sell Christmas trees for the mafia.
In New York City?
Yeah.
I've heard of that gig. Let's see.
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
was fun.
I'm gonna press a button and see what happens.
Ooh. Okay.
Tonight's guests are waiting to hear from you. Call or text 401-256-1454.
Hell yeah. Viewers, if you got a question, if you want to chat with our man, of course the phone lines are open. But homeboy, you got some more songs for us, don't you?
Sure. Why, yes. I'll play you a new one.
Nice.
A little love song. I guess they're all pretty new. Well, shoot, that's good timing because my mom just came here and she sings a little harmony. She's quite the harmonist.
Oh hell yeah. Let's get Mom on there.
Say hi, Mom. There's Angel, my dear mother. There's crowd sounds you can't hear.
Oh.
Yeah. Just a moment here. Oh yeah, I got the backup band for this one. I don't know if you can hear it. Well, I had a backing track for this, but it's not working, so we're just going to have to get this show on the road, aren't we? It was the night before the big snowstorm. We were pinned to the wall by the hips under the bridge. Ooh, we just hanging in the air by the lips. And I ripped your pants when I picked you up in my hands. When I get the chance, wanna keep what I can have. That's when you ask me if you could sleep in my van. Sleep in my van. And as the sun rolls over the construction site and the workers walk by in the street, I woke up early in the morning and I watched you sleep. No, it didn't last long, the moment was brief. You were sitting there glowing like a Christmas tree. Night I ripped your pants when I picked you up in my hand. That's when you asked me if you could sleep in my van. My van. Thanks, Mom.
Shredding.
Yes, sir.
People are loving your mom, man.
Mom.
People are loving your mom. They want
She rocks.
they want more mom. They're asking for more mom.
They want more mom. Mom.
More mom in the monitor.
We want more mom in the monitor.
Yeah.
No, we need more mom. Should we do the other one, or are we out of time?
I think you should do the other one.
How's it? Do you know the lyrics to that one? Because I don't have them in front of me. I can remember the chords. The Chicks covering the Mac. Oh wait. Here we go. You want to do this one? You should do this one. Took my love and I took it down. I climbed the mountain and I turned around. And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills. And the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I handle the changes, ocean tide? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I build my life around you. Well, time makes you bolder, and children get older, and I'm getting older too. I don't know how to play the guitar part of that. It turns out, but we got the singing down. There's one verse of it for you.
Ooh, people are fucking losing their minds.
Cool. All right. Thanks, Mom. Angel Cuchero, folks.
Angel
Hell of a
Cuchero,
mom.
folks. We got a lot of intergenerational cuteness and love and mischief tonight. I appreciate that. You guys bringing that energy to the gig. All right, folks. Before we welcome Charmaine's names to the show, I'm going to give you a chance to converse with my boy, Chow. Have at it, folks. I know it takes you a minute to get your act together, but go ahead and give him a call, text, or speak to him via chat. Let me move that over so it's not too.
I'm loving this video delay thing.
Oh yeah, it's trippy.
Where's my dog? Come here.
Chow, I got a question from Chow. I got a question from Cleveland, bro. Was mom in a band or anything?
Cleveland?
Was mom in a band or anything, or was there a family music history? Cleveland wants to know.
Hey, Cleveland. Yeah, I grew up in a country band with the fam, and Mom was in it, the Midnight Riders. And she plays music. Hey, what's wrong? You hear my dog? Where are you? Oh, she's right here. Oh. But yeah, she plays stand-up bass and sings harmonies. She's in demand for her harmony talents. She's been in bluegrass bands. She was in a bluegrass band called Lester's Choice. And yeah, she rocks. Come here.
We got a question from New York City. Chow, where did you meet your mother?
New York City? Where did I meet my mother?
New York wants to know.
At a show. She was playing. I got no quick witty jokes for you in New York. I wish I did. I'm a little hungover.
That was pretty good though on stage. What's we got another from Rhode Island this time. Where or what is your mother's favorite song? What is your mother's favorite song?
What's my mom's favorite song? Mom! What's your favorite song? What's your favorite song? I don't know. She really likes Disturbed and Godsmack, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if it was that.
New Metal
It's
Mom.
a cover of, yeah, she's New Metal Mom. What's your favorite song?
There is no way to pick that.
Disturbed's cover of Simon and Garfunkel.
I do love that.
I think that's her favorite song.
It's my favorite song of the moment,
Yeah.
sure.
Or Disturbed
More
covering
shit.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah.
Yo, tell your mom that she's inspiring the chat room. They are freaking out. They're demanding mom content every week from now on, man. So she's an inspiration.
The chat room's freaking out.
Are they?
Someone in New York wanted to know what your favorite song is.
Oh.
Cleveland asked me how I met you.
What?
I didn't divulge that.
How you met me was not pretty.
Nice.
Got these effects going on.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh yeah. How's it going, Mom? Great to meet you. If you're ever in Rhode Island, you need a place to stay, let me know.
She can't hear you.
Or a restaurant recommendation.
Cool. No callers?
No, people were into the calls early on in the show, but then they started to opt for texting instead. But even tonight, I think everyone's on the chat room vibe. And they're partying.
Cool. Well, can't wait to join the chat room party.
How about one call, folks? Corky, come on, somebody. You want to talk to Corky, don't you?
I would love to talk to Corky.
Yeah. Oh, we got a call.
Dave Melbourne.
Nice. Oh, caller, go ahead and turn your device down.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Hey, Chow, how's it going? I'm wondering where Penny got off to, and if she told you.
Penny? Where did Penny get off to? She didn't tell me. That sounded like Davey.
That was indeed Davey, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. She was totally warm, but she had a little snow on her tail. I think she might have gotten out with some coyotes. There's a fair amount of coyotes out here. Maybe, or maybe the neighbor's dog or something. I don't know. I'm surrounded by cornfields right now, so she could have gotten into wild turkeys or the geese or the deer or the cats or whatever. I don't know. She had fun though.
One never knows. Oh, we got another call.
Hey.
Caller, go ahead. Oh, it was a prank call.
Damn, they got me.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Question from China. What's the greatest American
China.
What's the greatest American country album? All the way from China.
Fuck, I don't know. I don't know. You know, there's a lot of them. I really like Rusty and Doug Kershaw's early stuff right now. Probably like Dolly Parton or something.
Mm-hmm.
Not my tape.
You got tapes though.
Got tapes.
Oh yeah, the man's got tapes. We just had a clusterfuck on the phone. Sorry about that, callers. If you want to try back, that would be sick. I think Corky was in the mix there, if I'm not mistaken. Corky, if you want to call back. Eric, if you want to call back. Thanks, China, for the call. I wonder what time it is out there.
Yeah. I have to figure out what the Greatest American Country album is. Someone all the way from China, and I got nothing for him. Darn.
$10:30 in the morning in China right now. 10 a.m.
Wow.
Tomorrow. It's 10 o'clock in the morning tomorrow right now in China.
Wow. Who's in China? A lot of people, I guess.
Yeah, most of them.
Oh, my puppy.
Can we get a shot of Penny, man, real quick?
Let's get a shot of Penny. Let's get you a proper shot of Penny. Oh, Penny. There she is. I can't figure this camera out. Hi. She wants to go play with the deers. Check out my mom's base. It's got purple flames. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's all beat up and good looking.
Yeah, it's like glued together out of like scraps of other bases. The way we like it. It's rattly, like a snare drum.
Oh, hell yeah. I think we're gonna land this bird, man. The homie in China was our dog John Mayer, who is the filmmaker and
Mayer.
set painter.
Nice. I had a sneaking suspicion that it was John.
If there's someone calling from Asia, John Daniel on the phone. Caller, if you could go ahead and turn down your device.
Hey. Oh.
All right, cool. Hello.
Oh, hey. How's it going?
How's it going? Man?
Good. I just had a question, and I wanted to know what movies you're into, essentially.
Word.
Thank you.
Thanks for the call.
Oh, man. Movies. Oh, I just watched a vampire movie with Nicolas Cage that was pretty crazy. I like him. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of movies. I've just been watching cartoons.
What kind of cartoons, man?
Yeah, what is it? Dragon Ball. Revisiting the cartoons of my childhood. Pretty epic adventures for being stuck inside negative weather times. Just been good. What's a good movie? I don't know. I like Austin Powers. I like Men in Black 2. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou is really fun. Coneheads, number one favorite of all time. Perhaps. Coneheads. Yeah.
We got a guest coming next week and that's their favorite movie. You all have that in common. Next week we're gonna have Daniela Ben Bassat on the show, and she's a huge Coneheads fan.
Oh my god, it's so brilliant. When he eats the toilet paper, he like sucks it up off the roll and it comes in his mouth, and he's like, ah. God, I could watch that scene forever. Beautiful.
There's a phone number that comes up as no caller ID, and unfortunately, whoever you are, you've been calling when someone else has been on the phone. You've done this twice. It's just by happenstance. I'm sure you're not doing it on purpose. I'm going to give you one more shot. Please, no one call except for no caller ID, if you could do that. And then we're going to land this bird. I'm going to give you a solid 15 to 30 seconds to act on that.
Coneheads. Come on, unknown. Let's land this bird on a good nest.
I'm secretly a huge fan of Dead Air, I'm not going to lie.
It's pretty interesting. I'm a huge fan of looking at videos of myself, as you can tell right here.
I think it's a universal phenomenon.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh shit! I almost missed a question. Chow, who wore it better, MJ or Draymond?
Who wore it better, MJ or Draymond?
Yes. Sorry.
What's it?
That's all I got. Who wore it better, MJ or Draymond?
Who wore it better? I don't know. I like Draymond the best. I've got his jersey. I mean, going with Michael Jordan's like, it's like saying Wolverine's your favorite X-Man. It's like, duh. I mean, pick a one, you know, or like T-Rex is your favorite dinosaur or something. Come on, got to go with Draymond.
Copy that. Sorry, texter. Almost forgot. Thanks for reminding me. Well, shit, dude.
I'm actually watching Draymond play right now. So probably going to get back to that.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm going to cut you loose. It was great to have you. Thanks for the songs. Super special.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Super special time, and everyone loved meeting your mom, of course.
Yes, it's been fun. Trying to frame my little hand signal here. There it is. Hang tight.
Folks, we're rounding out to the final segment of the evening, and I want you to sit back and relax and enjoy this music video that Charmaine's Names created and provided for us to watch. I don't remember the title, but we're just going to have to get Davey to remind us once we have him on momentarily. Nothing is Secret is the title of the video. Nothing is secret. Stick around for the final segment of the night.
Do you know what a mind meld is?
but you're not sure if you're in control of it. Then you wish one more time, that you'll have a little say about it. You've lost control of the ins and outs of your little world. Your little world's a little more than little. Nothing is 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 secret. You thought wrong. Nothing is secret. Now you know why. Change of love. Change of love. Guilty or not, you are guilty at heart. Guilty or not, you are guilty at heart. Tell me it's over. I want to come home. Tell me it's over. Tell me it's over.
Hell yeah, everybody. Welcome Davey to the show. Two seconds. And all right, man. We should be live. So yeah, what we're gonna do tonight is we're gonna fucking do like a straight up artist talk kind of vibe. Get into the history and the motivation behind the project. So yeah, welcome to the show, man. Thanks for coming on.
Good to be here.
Hell yeah. All right, so first of all, how'd your date go on Love Connection?
Oh yeah, that totally happened. The date totally happened. And it was,
IRL happened. IRL.
No.
Oh, I see.
Definitely not. Those things don't happen. I do happen to somehow get across the country. So do a lot of people. So I'm back in New Jersey right now. I'm actually at my parents' upstairs of their house.
Nice. So you traveled.
It's nice. Real snowy.
You traveled all the way across the country from Los Angeles, where you live, and now you're temporarily.
Yeah, in Long Beach, which is technically in Los Angeles.
Nice. Okay. So let's start with the video. I want to know like how it was put together. The visuals. Let's start with the visuals first. If you don't mind talking about that. If you don't mind divulging.
I used Reaper to make the whole thing. If people are familiar with that DAW, it's great. It's by the same guy that made Winamp back in the day. It's really fun. Had cool visualizations. I used to mess with a lot in like high school. But you can code basically everything in there, like redo it. And especially with like the video stuff, it's like a kind of newer aspect of it. And so I actually spent the past week learning how to code in the language that they use, which was fun because I just basically would hang out at the dining room table with my dad, who's also a coder, and we would just kind of code together, which was cool. My grandpa was also a coder, goes back. They didn't go to college. They just learned how to code in like the 70s, and got a little bit of that knowledge through them. So it was really helpful. I can share what it looks like. And I basically, for this video, I shot a lot of stuff in the snow out here in Jersey. And then I attached one video is like edge detection to the drums, to the drum track. And so that it triggers every time the drums go off. And then my face, I, of course, tied up with the vocal track. But I had to kind of change some things in the code to do that because it's not set up to do multiple tracks. So I just added the high end of the buffer and did some other things. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I like doing things the hard way.
We got a question in the chat. What coding language did you use?
It uses EEL2, which is similar to C. And I guess they also use Python, and they use another one that's just theirs for RiaScript. But EEL2 is like specific to Reaper. But it's fun. I like logic. For those who don't know, I was a mathematician before. Eelbient, yes. No, we went right down to machine down there. That's true. Assembly is grandpa code. My grandpa knew assembly. Eric. Yeah. But I've basically been here for the past week shoveling, making mazes on the lake with my nephews.
The frozen lake.
Yeah, there's snow on top of the ice, and you can just shovel it around and make paths. Walk out to the island on the lake.
With no danger.
It's pretty nice.
No danger of falling through, I imagine.
Well, we kind of thought we were falling through. We were walking out to the island with my sister and her two sons, and we're trudging through the snow and going like a few inches deep, and then all of a sudden we'd go a little bit deeper and there'd be all this water, and we thought we were just kind of like breaking through the lake, but it turns out there's just like this sludge underneath. And so my nephew Freddie was like digging in the sludge and got like elbow deep in this ice water and found the bottom, which was frozen solid. So we felt safe thanks to his sacrifice.
Appreciate that. Within the family unit.
Yeah.
Are there any people in your family that are also musical? Is it not only technological?
Yeah. Yeah, all of them. My older sister went to school for music. My younger sister also is a great musician. My older brother played French horn. This is a picture of us in a marching band. So that's me with the sax, and my older sister Dory with the trombone, and Ruth with the trumpet. And we all did that. Dory was in the original Charmaine's Names band back in Philly. Dory and Ruth are both on like the first album recording, playing horns. Yeah. And my youngest sister Jenny plays clarinet. Her kid plays violin. I actually got my nephews that blip box that we all probably see advertised maybe on social media. I don't know. I see it advertised a lot. Bit the bullet and bought it. They really like it.
Before we go back to the distant past that you just mentioned with your sister in the first iteration of Charmaine's Names, let's keep exploring the family vibe. There's a strong, I think, family style vibe tonight, which is unusual. So I'd like to milk it. Has there been any jams? Has there been any jam sessions or any like sight reading challenges in the living room?
Yeah, I mean, just today even like we have a baby grand piano my dad got for my mom when we were like kids, and it still mostly works. And my sister knows how to like tune and fix pianos. My older sister Doris, she actually was working at an accordion shop in Philly, Liberty Bellows, earlier today, and then just came up. But you know, she and her husband are quarantining for the moment. But we'll usually jam with them. They play accordion, bring my sax, and last summer we would jam a lot. And then today it was just kind of like sight reading piano pieces because I don't really play piano that much, but it's fun to just dig into the music and try to, you know, play like for Elise or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Feels nice. But mostly I just like making things resonate, like whatever it happens to be. And that's what my youngest nephew is really into. So he gets excited. I was jamming with him the other day on the car, just like pressing the buttons, and he's like beep, 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 beep. And then tapping parts of the door and the glass that made like different drum sounds. He'll like dance to a washing machine. So I think he's got like the noise blood in him.
True. So going back to the video, is that you playing every instrument on there?
Yeah. Somebody left me a drum set, which was very generous, and it's nice. And I kind of mic it up in my own special way. Probably have a picture. I use headsets on the toms, which I think is maybe the only part that's like really odd or something.
Headsets like you're wearing right now as microphones.
Yeah, but they're just like there's a diaphragm in there, and it'll shake.
Sure.
If you put it the other way.
Yeah.
So I like to do that. That's an electret mic I use for the snare, which I love. But yeah, I'll just like tape the head of a microphone on really tight with masking tape, and it mutes the toms and also makes them sound pretty good. I think it gets a really tight. I like really tight drum sounds.
Yeah,
it's my beloved Honda back there. Yeah, some wiring. I like to use ducking on the kick a lot. Like have a feedback loop that is getting sent a signal by the kick drum and then is simultaneously ducking at like a really long attack or something. Yeah, this one's for you, Jeremy.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that.
Saw that.
Yeah,
ducking,
but
I love ducking.
The ducking style is going to get us right into some Pepper territory, I imagine, right?
Yeah. I love ducking. I love ducks. I love gates. I love them both a lot. I got this 8-channel gate from somebody in Oakland, which was a big come up. Art 8-channel gate, and then the back I can like key in whatever track I want, and just it's got all those ADSR kind of things on them, or hold in this case. And
there's 8 discrete gates in that one device.
Yeah, and each one has its own key as an option. You can also use it with MIDI, but I never really got into MIDI because I'm into this, which is so back here are the gates, and the ducker is like on top. I don't know if I have a pic of it. I'm obviously not near this stuff right now, but love to duck, especially a kick. You get a feedback, low end feedback going through, and then duck the kick, and it's like really tight and really bassy, and then it just disappears completely.
We got a video with some maybe a demonstration of that style. Do you want me to go ahead and roll?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah. So those buttons that I'm hitting there, that's the main feedback chain there's like a really heavy feedback chain that goes through like a 10-channel equalizer and I can kind of send whatever I want to it. The sub 3 and 4 are also triggering it, and they're on this alt sliders, so I can send it to the gate and have it open as much as I want it to, you know. Yeah, mostly I just end up doing this for hours. So channel 4 over there is the low-end feedback, and that right now is probably going through a ducker. There's like a multi-dynamics rack unit up there. I got in Malibu for like $30. That's mostly the philosophy, is just cheap stuff and make it work, get a sound out of it. The EQ that I'm sending through on the tape right now, I got in a record store in South Philly for $15. Been using it for like over 12 years probably. This is the drum machine right here. This is always set to duck. Tremolo EQ ducker. Yeah, everything sent to channel 1 goes through this compressor, which compresses the equalizer that it's sitting on top of. All those alt sliders are sent to keys on the gate, so I can adjust the amount that I'm sending to key open a gate on the fly.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So this is obvious. You've been doing this for a while, I imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, Some Pepper and Charmaine's names started at the same place at our like house in West Philly, Iwabina, which stood for Iwa was an acronym, but it's not anymore. And I was recording something on my friend's like Tascam, like this, you know, the little silver one that records like regular speed. And I first had like mixed greens, and then I mixed that, and that was a tossed salad. And then I'm like, what do I add to a salad? Some pepper. And so the last one was Some Pepper, and that was like some songs that became like Charmaine stuff, but also just like any kind of recording project I would do after that. And then Katrina Ostrom invited me to Big Rock Candy Mountain for a show.
Word.
Saw Davey play Mincemeter 10 speed and was just like, oh shit, there's other people that do this stuff. That's cool. I was stoked ever since, you know.
There's like a hard techno sound to this, but it's not always like that, I imagine, right? There's like, I imagine that you understand logically like what each piece is doing and then what it's capable of. But there's still an improvisational.
Yeah, but it's always a surprise.
Yeah, it's improvisational in that you're not exactly sure how the feedback is going to behave, I imagine.
Yeah, I've tried a lot of times to replicate something and like play the same set a few times and try to do it live, like practice a set, and then I'll set up and try to do it, but it'll just take itself somewhere else. And that's kind of what I like about it, is it's an organic system, because life itself starts out this way, where it's just like these small little feedback loops that are interacting with other ones, and they get more and more complex, and then you can't tell who's driving the car anymore. It's kind of driving itself, and all I can do is tend to it, is allow it to do things that I like, or things that it seems to be excited to do. So it's more like working with a form of life is what I think.
So do you see a correlation between your studies of mathematics, the correlation between mathematics and dealing with frequencies?
Yeah, but not in like the way of like physically calculating the waves or anything like that. Like the main thing that I took from like studying mathematics is that there are like patterns that bind different things, and that's what makes them similar or relatable in some kind of way. There's just like a lot of analogies that you draw in higher level math. Instead of like using numbers, you're using like notions in a set of parameters, and then just let it run and be like, what's true with this set of axioms? Like if I set things up this way, what will result from it? And actually, I started making music like this when I was in college, because I was trying to write proofs, and I wanted something to happen that was organically changing, but also related to the world around me. And when I was like a kid, I used to like fuck with the light switch, just hold it in between on and off, and have like an AM station playing and get it to like crackle. And I've always liked that kind of atmospheric music, like something self-generating but interesting. And so I just spent all my time trying to make that, and like recording tape after tape after tape, and wasn't really writing proofs as much.
What do you think about the act of recording yourself? What do you think about that?
The act of recording yourself?
What do you think about you recording this audio? What do you think about recording? What do you think about making audio recordings?
I do it really compulsively, honestly. Like I have so many, I'm sure everybody does. You just like have hard drives or whatever full of stuff that you might not ever listen to again. I have like boxes of tapes that I've recorded, and I'm like, when I move, I'm like, do I take this with me? What do I do with this stuff? Like, what is it? But yeah, I don't know. I think recording is like a little too close to an illness for me to really think about in an honest way.
Copy that. What's up with the difference between the projects? Is it really, really like concrete, and you would never do a Sun Pepper set at a gig that you would kind of feel was more appropriate for Charmaine's names? Is it just like the two would never meet in the middle at this point? I know that you said that they started together, but
yeah, I did a tour that was both of them a few years ago. It's actually the last time I played at Savage Weekend, and it was because I think because I played for like 35 minutes, but it was like the last set or close to the end of like the last night, so it was excusable. But that was supposed to be like a hybrid, and it's obviously a little unmanageable, so it's easier to have them separate with, like one is extremely planned out, and I practice a lot, and the songs go a very particular way. And that was part of the issue with having a band, is that I was very strict about how songs went, and they had to go a very certain way. But with Sun Pepper, it's more open, and both of them are in the moment. That's the thing that they have in common with each other. But one I plan out in terms of the structure of the sound, and the other one I plan out in terms of the structure that creates the sound.
Give me some examples. I want to talk a little bit about the past and Charmaine's names and that structure and how it was implemented, I guess, and like the lengths you went to like get players together, and then also the communication that was necessary in order to like make these songs.
Yeah, I guess like I started doing it and people wanted to be in the band at that time, and I would like rehearse with them, and me and my sister and my friend John like went to the basement, like cut a tab of acid into 3 pieces and just like stayed up till 4:30, like working on one song and trying to get it down. And then this one guy asked to be the drummer, and before one rehearsal, he's just like, you got to be like James Brown, like really strict and like demanding of your band members and things like that. And so I'm like, okay, I'll give that a try. And then after the practice, he's like, I don't think that I can really do this. Like, you know, I thought I would have more say in things and that kind of thing. It's like, all right, well, sorry. But I would love to have a band again, but I feel like that first experience made me a little shy about it. But it's also, I don't know. I have too like exact an idea about what should happen to just kind of like jam with people in that respect. Although I really like jamming with people. You know, like, does it happen 12 times or 8 times? It's like, I don't know. What was the question?
So you taught yourself how to program and manipulate machines and recordings and backup tracks as a result?
Yeah, it's like the Raymond Scott kind of vibe. Just like make a machine do it. I used for my album Charmaine's Names, I used this program Harmony Assistant, which is just like a composition program. And I think that's the reason I can still read sheet music, because I just, for years, every spare, I was working this weird job pretending to be sick for doctors and stuff. And every spare moment I would just sit in the hallway and program this like sheet music program that's made for opera composers. Let me find one. Yeah. It was like made by these 2 French brothers who are really into C++ and opera, and so they decided to make this like kind of open source program for composing. Here's what it looks like. Yeah, and I get really particular, and I would use my own samples in it, and they do weird things, and then like each note you can kind of adjust how it plays and that kind of thing. And you can make movements and all that, and it felt like a very liberating way to make music, but it was also extremely tedious. It's just kind of the vibe. By any means necessary is the philosophy. But for the most recent one, I was recording drums and bass and sax and sometimes keys, and then doing a lot of like weird Reaper feedback loop kind of programming too. Like the voice on Nothing is Secret is it's sent to another track and it's changing the pitch, but the pitch also has like a certain window that it's sampling, and so it turns into like a kind of delay pitch shifter as you like shift the amount, especially around a certain number of milliseconds. And so I would have to like get that perfect and then play it through the whole program, because if you start in the middle, it'll sound different. Yeah, I don't know why. I like things to be hairy enough that you're tripping over it, just almost for the challenge. That's one thing from mathematics I got, not theory, which I loved, which is just like describing different knots and how they're different or the same from each other, where like there's the trefoil, which is just the 3 crossing. It's like the Girl Scout cookie. It's the smallest knot you can have that you can't untie into anything else. It has 3 crossings. Then there's 1 4 crossing, 2 5 crossing. I think it's like 3 6 crossing, 5 7 crossings, and they get more and more complex. And the whole branch of mathematics is just like looking at these tangled knots and seeing if you can like untie them into something else and what makes them similar to each other and different from each other. And it was really fun.
We got a text question from Tennessee, and the question for you is, what's your favorite audio capture vessel or machine? And they say, thank you.
Really anything. I use the phone a lot. I have this one song, Quarantine a Dream, and I'm playing like an electric guitar that's not plugged into anything, but I just put the cell phone in front of it because the mic on it is made to sound good on a phone. So I figured it would be a good thing to use. But then I did way too complicated things with like phase inversion with it, where I would export it at 8 kilobits per second and then invert the phase and cancel out anything that wasn't the weird glitchy MP3 sound and use that. But like the guitar sounds great. It's kind of like bossa nova chords or whatever. But yeah, anything that's available really. I have this Rode condenser mic, which I really love, the NT3. I got in San Francisco, and I use that for my voice mostly for like the radio show that I do now, and for drum overhead and sax and whatever. Yeah, I'm definitely not like a mic purist, as you can see by the headset on the tom, but whatever works. And the thing is, like, you can take any source and make it sound something. Like, you can like accentuate the parts of it that sound good, you know, and cut out the crap, or use it, or just have only crap.
When you're working alone and you're able to just streamline the process. Callers, I want to remind you, you can speak up via text or telephone and chat with our guests tonight if you would like to do that. You can call. Let me press and invite Reba to
Phones
tell
are
you.
live. 401-256-1454. Tonight's guests are waiting to hear from you. Call or text 401-256-1454.
So what do you have in the can right now? What are you working on?
Excuse me. I was working on that video.
Oh, we got a phone call. Hold up.
Hello.
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 You're live, caller.
I was just wondering, what's your favorite word?
Hell yeah.
Favorite word. Let me look. I'm gonna have it in here somewhere. Honestly, it's feedback, because right in the middle is my initials, DB, and I used to write it in like gravel. Potato. Jeff, how's Potato doing? Oh my God. I miss my cat.
Oh, you got some Long Beach love in the chat?
Oh yeah.
Nice. Potato.
Such a babe.
Are you seeing this Josh Levi question?
What's your favorite stretch of road to drive? Oh man, that's a really good question.
Hello?
We'll get back to you. Yo, what's up?
Caller, Davey asks you, what's up?
Oh, shit.
The question
Yeah,
stands.
man, do you remember when you used to wear like the weird net over your head and all that stuff?
Yeah, I don't know where that thing is.
You looked like a beekeeper, and I was just like wondering what that was all about.
Cool, thanks for your call.
Some pepper, but
Yeah, that was all about my friend's mom getting me this cool hat that had a light in the brim. Diane. And I really liked it because I could just see what I was doing, but I didn't want to like blind people, and I wanted to look like a cool blob. And I found this huge net at the bins, probably with Kate. And yeah, I was really into anything mesh or lace at the bins. I would just buy it. And this thing was huge. I don't know where it is. I thought it looked cool. I love driving, Josh. I'll answer your question. Anywhere. I really love it all. There's some I don't like. I generally don't like interstates. I don't know who likes interstates, but I try to stay off them if I can. I hate driving through Ohio. If I can avoid Ohio, I will. There's too many cops. The 76 in Pennsylvania Turnpike, terrible. You pay money and there's cops and there's construction. Other than that, I like them all. No Ohio, exactly. More moms. My mom's downstairs.
Uh-oh. Are we going to have an impromptu jam session with Mom? Is my question.
We could.
Shall we?
It'd probably be Mozart.
Are you guys down for some Mozart? Twitch fans, would you like some Mozart?
Or I'm sorry, it might be Beethoven. But yeah. What I wouldn't give to be on an interstate.
I got a question.
Jeff,
I
I gotta
wondering,
get you back for the wet food.
I was wondering if you've ever had a pen pal where you wrote letters back and forth.
Not really. I'm not a good writer. I'm trying to be a writer. I have this book full of stuff, and I keep like writing and writing and writing for like the radio show to try to have like things to say. I have this story that I've been working on for years, but I'm really not good at just writing. I don't know.
That's cool.
It doesn't have the same kind of drive, like you're putting your head through a wall.
Tell me more about this radio show.
Yeah, it's called Existing Before Eyesight, and that's because it's mostly supposed to be from perspectives of bacteria and water. And it's basically based on this larger theory that I have about algae, which is what became chloroplasts and stuff in plant cells, and mitochondria, which were also bacteria before they entered cells at endosymbiosis, which is this event in history where bacteria were consuming each other or fucking around or something, and they basically decided to work together forever, which is pretty wild. And it happened a few times as well. There's like anywhere from 3 to 5 different separate organisms in any cell that make up a multicellular organism. So I think that cyanobacteria and plants, etc., are trying to release their ancestors' bodies, which are kind of like concentrated, like diatoms are concentrated into oil, and they're using us to extract the oil and burn them and release their ancestors' ashes into the air and kind of like recarbonate the atmosphere. And I have a few songs about this idea, but the story that I'm writing revolves around some people that start to get turned into plants because somebody basically wants to make a technology that will feed people and at the same time control them and immobilize them. It's like this tech company that thinks that they're doing like the great green service or something by fusing humans with plant cells and allowing them to photosynthesize, which happens in nature a little bit. There's some slugs that eat algae and then they absorb them into their own cells and they can photosynthesize. But that's like the background of the story. And then what actually happens is like a couple of brothers are going to this guy's plant and try to expose him by recording stuff, but they get caught. And then there's Janet, who's one of the biologists, and she gets freaked out. She goes back home and she's just freaking out about germs and stuff like that. I have some writing that I made years ago that is like all about her paranoia about germs and having like delivery people come to her apartment where they're sanitizing everything and they have to like press this button before they get into her apartment that like drops all of this like dust that cleans the air, and then they're in a plastic shell and they have to wear gloves and a mask and all this stuff. And now it seems like it would be a hack job if I included that part because of, you know, something. But she's a really important part. Her girlfriend, Tamise, ends up being like radicalized and getting into environmental justice. And then she meets this garbage collector named Avery who turns into a tree at some point by collecting one of Janet's plants that is, you know, infected with this, whatever. It's a, it's more complicated than I can write is the problem. Like, so I keep writing scenes and parts of it. I would really appreciate any of my friends who are writers to help or edit or something, because I'm very impressed with people who can just freely write stories. I think it's incredible.
It is quite incredible.
I want to, yeah, I would love to be able to do that.
Davey, have you ever communicated in a way with a plant that you felt like you were receiving something from them that was something that you could understand on your level as a human being?
Well, yeah, this is going to sound corny, but one time smoking DMT, the plant that in my room that was hanging above me, like reached down and just kind of like reached into me and touched me. And I just saw like all these dangling crystalline kind of objects hanging everywhere. But no, I think usually any old psychedelic, any of the regular drugs that you might take, they all work. You can talk to plants with that. That's not a problem. And you can talk to them in general. They like your breath, you know. They like it when you blow on them.
Mm-hmm.
They're happy for it.
Funky danglers.
Funky danglers, indeed.
Is that what we're talking about here?
Yeah. Oh, I'm really into trash as well. If you're talking about shit hanging out of your ass, but it's the same. It's the same kind of thing where that's generating all this methane and basically just. I think that these bacteria kind of want to get us back to the primordial soup at some point. and that we're like this stopgap for oxygenating the atmosphere, where we can breathe oxygen, they can't. So they had to create us and live inside of our guts, and all these other forces that we don't really understand are what drive us in life.
So, folks, if you are interested in editing this work, do get in touch with Davey. Let him know what he can do to tighten it up and get it out there in the world. It's a message of hybridization. From writing you are? But the radio show is part of the writing process, is it not?
Thanks. What is part of the process? The information?
The radio show. The work that's going in,
it is part of the process. Yeah, because I figure, people aren't, it's not like hitting a ton of people or whatever, which is fine. But it's kind of like a first draft where I can just do it and then I can go back and edit it. And I actually did that recently because I'm like re-airing the past 6 episodes currently. I think episode 5 is on Monday. And yeah, I would love to go back to it and rewrite it somehow.
Are they archived?
Ultimately make it a movie. No, not yet. So, yeah. But I mean, they're on my computer along with everything else. How funky is your dangle? Oh, an octopus arm. I would say that my dangle is pretty it's pretty straight. I don't think my dangle is funky. I think that what's hanging on it is funky.
You heard it here first, folks. What do you think the chances of getting a family jam together tonight are?
I mean, they're like 2 out of 3. It's kind of the chances of Corky being Hand of Food's friends.
Oh, true. So the odds are pretty good.
They're pretty good. Let's see what's going on.
All right, folks, we're going to max out to a virtual hang on the back of a sea cruiser.
Hey, Mom.
While we do the logistical jump.
They want to meet you.
Into Family Jam.
It should take. They want to hear some piano music.
We're just sitting here by a fire.
They're sitting by the fire right now.
Who's this?
This is Jeremy and everybody else.
Hi, Jeremy.
Hi.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Doing well,
Nice to
thank
meet
you.
Have a good
Chilling by the fire.
Oh, yeah. Can't beat that.
Yeah.
Don't get burned now.
No, I'm impervious to fire, thankfully. Okay, so
Where are you located?
we are broadcasting out of Providence, Rhode Island tonight, and every Saturday night at 8:00. It's a real pleasure to have you on. There's been a real family style vibe tonight on the show. And the audience is absolutely thrilled by the notion of hearing you guys play some music tonight. If that's possible, we would be thrilled to hear it.
I don't know about that.
We have some professional musicians next week.
Yeah, we can get them to perform, right? Do they have their
accordion?
Yeah.
They travel with it.
Probably does.
I'm sure they do.
Why don't Dad could call them and see if they
Seriously,
can
what?
do
We
this.
can get them outside,
Yes,
probably.
or
They're
have-
quarantining, but
Have them come to the sunroom and play out there.
that's an
Yeah.
option.
That'd be fantastic. I apologize
I
for
am
putting you on the
just-
spot. I appreciate you being a good sport. It's like wonderful to meet you in any case.
Well, I only promoted music, the love of music in the kids. I am just a very mediocre musician myself.
Come on.
But I do love it.
That's my favorite kind, hands down.
What, mediocre?
I'll take, yeah, in the realm of music. There's a
So Dave's mostly finished with his podcast, but they wanted some music.
They're calling in the troops.
They're calling them in.
Is this a podcast?
You know, I don't know which part is a pod anymore.
Yeah, the pod is rather funky. Unfortunately, we don't have Mickey with us tonight, so my pod is a solo pod. Maybe
where's Mickey?
Oh, she's a special guest host, so.
Oh, okay.
She's guest hosting somewhere else in Vermont, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
John, come over to the sunroom again.
Yeah.
Taking you back to the sea cruise. My dear listeners, my dear viewers, hang in there. We're doing some logistical legwork in order to make this family jam take place.
Do you want to play? We'll play both hands.
Let me play.
That would be a challenge.
We'll probably do that.
This is
Oh yeah, it is a lot of it's a lot of cooperation.
How's this light turn on?
The switch.
Wonderful, looking really good. This is wonderful.
We've
Audiences,
never done this.
We've never done this.
Excellent. Perfect.
Okay.
Exclusive.
All right.
Exclusive content. All right, here we go.
All right.
I'm sorry. I can't do it from here. You're doing it good.
Wait.
Keep going. You're good. You're better than me. Go ahead.
Well, I don't want to play for Elise for everybody. For everybody, it's just for
Elise. We're gonna need some mom energy in there. I'm afraid. I must insist.
Yeah, they need you in it.
What?
Oh yeah. I'm afraid it's a must.
Okay, you play the top then.
Do the
I'll
two
play the
together.
bottom.
I can't
All right.
do two together. This is terrible.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Don't tell me there's anyone watching but you.
No, it's just me. It's just me. And I'm not even looking.
He's not even looking. We're listening.
Where are we?
Well, this was the part where
That's good.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
It goes on for a little while.
Oh no, we deeply appreciate it. The crowd is going wild. You guys can't see it, but I mean,
I can see it. Nice meeting you all.
they're as pleased as can be. Thanks so much for doing that. Davey, I think we're going to cut you loose and land the bird for the evening.
Sounds good.
I just want to thank you, my brother, for letting us into your family's home and sharing all that information and getting that video to us too. It was all wonderful. Thank you so much.
Good to see you all.
Folks, come back next week. We have Roby Neutron, Matt Weiner of DKA and Twins, and the one and only Daniela Ben Bassat. It's going to be sick. I believe that Mickey is going to be back, and we're going to have a really good time hanging out. So I want to thank you for tuning in, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And we are about to land